Keep It 100 is brought to you by Slim Jim. Smack into a Slim Jim. La, 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 la. This is a quote from my haters. Yeah. You got me feeling like the greatest. Yeah. Bitch, I'm about to blow up. Hey. Welcome in to Keep It 100. I'm your host.
Bitch, I'm about to
always,
blow up.
Casey Huckle. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I will explain to you what Keep It 100 is about. But first, for those of you who are back, have been listening to my show all along, I wanted to explain to you, after I say thank you, that I have created a new introduction here because I'm celebrating Keep It 100's release onto iTunes. Now, let me explain, for those who are new, what this show is all about. Quotes that mean a lot to me. These could be maxims, adages, idioms, truisms, pieces of advice, lyrics, verses, and the like. I created this podcast because I want to celebrate these lines for giving me more perspective on life. Maybe you're thinking, why am I calling this podcast Keep It 100? It comes down to math. For the next year, I'll drop 2 episodes per week, focusing on one quote per episode to celebrate, where I'll delve into its history, including whom it's attributed to, who popularized it if necessary, and the context surrounding the quote if it's available. And lastly, I'll explain what it means to me. You might be wondering about the math. So, 2 episodes a week for a year leaves 104 episodes. Well, just like you, I need 2 weeks of vacation. So for the next year, I'm keeping 100 for you. These lines could be from a speech, the Bible, a song, maybe even from me. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the sheets. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed to say, yeah, sure. Me and Usher won't leave them dead. Once more. Me and Usher once more some more. We leave them dead. How does that song go? Man, it's 15 years old. Me and Ursh once more and we leaves them dead. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed to say, yeah. That would be the quote for this evening. Lady in the street, but a freak in the sheets. And yes, it's got double standard written all over it, but hey, it was written 15 years ago, maybe 16. It was not written today. I don't know if Ludacris would rap that. Yeah. I don't know if he's doing much rapping these days, but double standard aside, it's a pretty funny quote, and that's why it made it on here. Lady in the street, freak in the sheets. Let's break this down. There is no real legitimate background to it. I'm sure it came up on the streets, and it rhymes, so maybe Ludacris is responsible for its genesis, its creation. So the idea is that a woman should be presentable, polite, respectful, in public, and then behind closed doors, just let it all hang out. Let her freak out. And it's as simple as that. I had thought about it just a couple days ago, probably when I was walking around Houston, and probably because I haven't had a freak in the sheets in a while, and there is no significance as to what, how that, maybe why, and no explanation as to why it popped in my head. Just that I've been trying to do more comedic lines for my episodes here, and this one's pretty funny. I am struggling to find out how the significance, maybe why I came up with it. And no, it doesn't have that much meaning. It's I could see how it was why why it was created. I mean, men, you could say, women could argue men could be the same, should be the same. Not act like lunatics out in the streets, but be, their animal out in the bedroom. But yeah, it's as simple as that. And I just wanted to. This is my 40th episode, so yay me. 60 more to go. And yeah, so Ludacris did. Oh, here's one bit of information you might need. Ludacris rapped it on "Yeah," that huge hit by Usher, that came out in 2004 on his album Confessions, and it could be 2003. Let's look up Confessions. But yeah, it's the end of his verse. We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed to say, yeah, and yeah. So came out Confessions. I have no idea what his how he came up with it. But I do know the meaning. We all have to act a certain way. I mean, yeah, we all have to, you could apply to everyone. We all have to act respectable and like gentlemen and ladies out in public, but behind closed doors, we get those impulses out, that energy out, which is I'm all for that. So with that, I'll leave you to it. Sayonara, everybody. Good night. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get some pimpin' in it. This is Casey Huckle. I appreciate you finishing my episode of Keep It 100. I only ask that, as a valuable listener of mine, wherever you may be, you rate and review my podcast, Keep It 100, on iTunes and or Apple Podcasts. And if you do that, I may show up on the new and noteworthy section of iTunes like every other famous person. Because just like you and LL Cool J, I need love. And maybe one day I could quit my day job and podcast into the sunset. So, I'm Casey Huckle. That'll do it. Keep it 100 out. Peace.